We have big plans for these guys throughout the time that we're gonna have them. One's gonna be moving them throughout our woods to help clear it out. So today's the first day that we're gonna try to move the pigs. And we've heard some stories about people trying to move their pigs and them breaking out. Morning, pigs. Good morning. Before we do the pigs though, let's get these chickens out of here. They're getting really loud, so let's get them out of there. Give them some food. Bailey, leave the chickens alone. Time to feed the piggies. Our next door neighbors have a peach tree, and I just asked if I could take the peaches that fell from the ground so that we could feed them to the pigs. So they're gonna get some peaches today with their breakfast. Thank you, Caesar. So we're hoping in the future, what I did is, since we knew we were getting them, I went and just bought a bag of feed from the store. But just like I did with the chickens for a little bit, I want to be able to find some kind of feed to help supplement. Oh man, I don't know if he doesn't like the pigs or doesn't like us hanging out with the pigs, but he has been loud this morning. I want to find some kind of feed to supplement, but our goal is that they're going to just be kind of pasture raised, wood raised, and a lot of table scraps. And you should probably know the breed of pig that you got, and we know what the name is. I'm just saying you should probably know how to say it. These are Mangalistas. So they're a little bit slower growing, so they don't need as much feed as a feeder pig does. We have a black walnut tree and a crab apple tree. Our neighbors have an apple tree, a peach tree. You can always just give them all the fallen fruit that's fallen from all those things. Just see how the rest of it goes. I grabbed 2 eggs out of the nesting box. I figured I'd give the dogs a little extra treat with their breakfast this morning. The reason we need to move these guys today is that you can see right here, they're starting to root it up. And like I said, we knew that that was going to be a thing they want to do. We didn't know how quickly they were going to start doing something like that. And this tree is kind of like the center of our property, and Chelsea really, really likes it. And once we get everything kind of cleared out, and the pigs help with clearing a lot of this brush here that we're going to be trying to get rid of. Are you guys going to help clean it? Look at, you guys will be able to eat a lot of stuff. We don't want that willow tree to get ruined though. We're gonna move them into a different spot. This spot actually gets too much shade that I think it kind of ruins our solar powered fencing. Talking about that, we've been able to contain them after our first crazy night of them breaking out all the time. Right now the fence isn't even charged. I have it charging right here because it was a good spot for the sun early this morning because that willow tree blocks so much of it out. I'm gonna plug it back in, hook them up, and then once Chelsea gets out here, we're gonna get ready to start moving this fence. As Chelsea admires the cuteness of the little piglets, we gotta move them from there over here to this side of our garden. Our goal is we're gonna move them there. They're gonna be there for, I don't know, however many weeks that we feel like then it's necessary. We want them to kind of till up the area and fertilize it so that for the next season after winter, this spot will be ready for gardening right away starting in the spring. So we're gonna move them over there. They can kind of do whatever they need to do to it. We've heard that moving pigs can be some work, so I think they're little enough that this should be okay. We're gonna try to have them there for a little bit, and then we wanna get them into the woods as soon as possible so that they're not huge when we first try to move them back into the woods. So we have kind of a plan and we'll see how it works. What do you want to watch me get tangled?
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, you. Go, piggies. Come on, pigs. Good job, piggies. Nope, keep going that way. Chelsea's gonna somehow try to get them to eat really close to her. They haven't liked that so far. But we successfully have moved them into a new area. So now what we need to do is move this fencing so it kind of is a normal rectangle so that we have it ready for the garden. And we have to put extra fencing around so that the kids don't get shocked. But we successfully moved the pigs for the first time. So unfortunately, we just put up these cattle panels over in that area, and now we kind of thought about the idea that it'd be nice for them to kind of till an area out for the garden. So we got to re-put up all these cattle panels so that the kids don't get shocked on the electric fence. I felt the shock like 4 different times today, so I'm realizing that I might be the one that gets the shock the most. All right, we have cattle paneling on the outside of the electric fencing. So now hopefully the kids can't get shocked. Without the willow tree though, it does really put them at a risk of just like really bad sun heating down. It is mid-September, so it is gonna start to cool down, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. But for right now, we have these 2 different water dishes in there. But they like to roll around in there, so it is something that we have to come out and change often. We have our little bit of shade shelter there for them, so they can go under and get shade if they need to. The umbrella is probably not doing much, but it kind of looks cool for them, I guess. And that'll help kind of give them some shade. They'll dig holes like this one right here that they already started, and they'll cool down with the dirt. So, all right, we got them in their new spot, and they're gonna hopefully fertilize this and till it out, so we can build a nice spring garden to start the year next year. Since we'll be using these guys to really want to tear up this ground and kind of get it ready to go so that we can garden in it next year, the goal is that instead of putting their feed in bowls all the time, we're gonna just sprinkle it in lines throughout every single time, so that when they go to eat the food, hopefully they'll kind of eat up on the grass a little bit, and that'll help tear up the area a little bit more and try to get it more ready. We don't have any shrubs or anything in here, so the grass should be the main thing they want to go for. But this will just help kind of encourage it. At least I think. I don't know. This is what happens when you're new to pigs. You're gonna try new things out and hopefully they work. Me and Chelsea were just talking about that. I feel like we can just stare at these pigs all day. We just kind of are very interested right now. We want to learn everything that we can about them. But it is just cool to have a different animal here other than those chickens. No offense chickens. They don't like when we feed the pigs right next to them. They just like, why am I not getting food? You guys want more food? All right, now we got them happy. I had a quick question for anyone who's using the Premier One fencing for their electric fencing for any kind of animal, I guess. I feel like it's not holding a charge that well. We did buy it off Marketplace, so that is into consideration. So I just want to make sure that this hopefully isn't an issue that goes on. Do you guys keep it on all the time? Do you turn it off at times? Do you keep it on at night? Right now, I feel like keeping it on at night helps against predators from coming in to get them, but I'm not sure. It's just all these things that we're still learning here. Like, do we keep it on all the time or not? But they're starting to respect it more, so it's not like we need it on as much during the day. So maybe put it on more at night than during the day. So you guys let me know. Right now, I need to turn it back on though. All right, we have our pigs in their new place. We're not gonna move them anytime soon. We're gonna keep them in there for a few weeks now that we moved them in when we first moved them, and now after just a day and a half of having them, moving them again, no more moving them for a little bit. We're happy. They're in their settled spot for a little bit, and they are gonna hopefully do some good work for us. You guys have a great day and a better tomorrow, and we'll catch you on the next one.